Monday night at Melrose Mountain, Tryon, North Carolina. We've been down to Simpsonville. Needed to teach a class on Sunday school growth and also a Sunday school class. And we were also down there because Dawn's divorce was going to go to court this past week, and we needed to be prepared if she needed some help or if we just needed to pray for her while she was going through all of that. I'm thankful for all of the prayers that many of you have made on behalf of our daughter and this whole situation, and believe that today a fair settlement was made between David and Dawn, and wish that they could have reconciled their marriage. That was always my first preference, but that just was not possible with all of the circumstances. But appreciate your prayers. I believe a fair settlement was reached and the girls will be provided for, and that now both of them can get on with their lives. There are three words that I want to talk to you about tonight: impersonators, imposters, and imitators. Let me say them again for you. Impersonators. Several cities have shows with impersonators, people who dress like, look like, sound like famous stars. Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley, and others. They play a part. They pretend to be another one for entertainment purposes and or for attention. And it's certainly fun to do some impersonations for just pure entertainment. For example, sometimes if you were to call our house and I were to look at caller ID and know who it was calling, I might do this. I might drop my voice and say, "The number you have reached is not in service at this time, 312. And I've had several people hang up before I could explain that I was just playing a prank. Also, from time to time, you might impersonate a movie star or a TV star, or even a silly commercial. One of the ones that Lois has been having fun with is it's call for a certain type of service. I don't even remember what, but they kind of sing a jingle, and in that jingle is a telephone number, which is 999. And so every now and then, whenever that commercial comes on, Lois will go right along with the commercial, 999. And so that's impersonators. There are a lot of people that do that for just plain fun. Then there's the imposter, the person who fraudulently pretends to be someone else. In the Bible, we have several cases of that. We have Leah. She pretended to be her sister, and as a result was able to get married. There's Judas, who pretended to be one of Jesus' disciples, but really was a betrayer. There are several others in the scriptures. We see them fraudulently pretending to be someone that they're not. Scribes and the Pharisees are another good example. They pretended to be righteous. They pretended to be spiritual leaders, when in fact Jesus called them whitewashed sepulchres. Then there's imitators. Someone who imitates somebody else's behavior, or their example. I remember when I was a young man and I had a son that was a little more than a toddler. I would go out and cut the grass with our power mower. And our son Bob had a little tiny toy mower, and he would come out and he would follow right alongside of me with his little toy mower, imitating his daddy cutting the grass. We have some videotapes. Back in those days, they were Super 8, no sound, and you had to play them on a movie projector, and he would imitate his dad. 1 Kings chapter 22, verse 43 says Jehoshaphat was an imitator of his father Asa and was good in all of the ways that his father was. That's a good imitator. But remember, an imitator can also be a negative. They can follow the example of the wrong kind of person. So what should we be? We certainly don't want to be impersonators for anything other than pure entertainment. And we absolutely don't want to be imposters, fraudulently pretending to be something that we're not. And so the Bible tells us to be imitators of Christ. Romans chapter 8, verse 29 says, "For those that he foreknew, he also predestined to become conformed to the image of his Son. I want to be an imitator of Christ. I want my life to be more like his all the time. I want to copy his behavior and follow his example so that I can be more and more like him. I hope that that's what you want to be also. Don't be an imposter. Don't be an imitator that is for wrong reasons. And certainly don't just be an impersonator who is all for entertainment and show. But let's be imitators of Christ, being Christ-like, being conformed to his image. That's your thought for the day. God bless you and have a great day.